Yay. Okay. Should we start?
Yeah. Go.
Starting with folklore is crazy, actually.
It's insane. It's insane so the way that we did it was that, just so people were watching, Darcie made a spin wheel type thing, and it was like an automatic, so you press on it and then it spins, whatever. And of course it landed on Folklore, which is like, I would say probably one of her, if not her biggest,
Yeah.
one of her biggest albums.
Wait, I lost your sound.
You lost my sound?
I'm like, wait, what are you trying to say about folklore? Come on, let me hear. Can you,
How did
obviously
that
you can still hear
happen?
me. Okay,
I
there.
can hear you.
You're back. What happened?
Like, can you
Okay,
hear me
keep
now
talking.
when you're not talking?
You're gone again. But I don't understand it. Why would it come in? Okay, so anyway, you were saying about folklore.
I was, what was I saying? Folklore is, I think it's one of the most probably beloved albums because like the thing is with Folklore is that fans love it, but like also the general public loves it too.
Yeah.
Like it's one of her, I just think it's one of her biggest albums, and I think that it came at such a pivotal point in
Yeah.
everyone's life, but also in hers and in her career as well. And so I think it just resonates with a lot of people. So for it to be the first one that we're doing, I think
Yeah.
it should be fun.
It's going to be fun, or it's going to be the worst time ever because everybody has
Yeah.
very strong opinions about folklore. Which we just want to say, like, obviously, these are just our opinions, so chill already
Yeah.
in the comments. Just chill. It's fine.
We're all gonna have fun.
I can already
Yeah.
see it's like never let bro rank again.
Yeah. Guys, we're planning on doing every album, but the comments might be like, just stop at this one.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We don't want to hear any more of your
We heard
opinions,
enough.
actually.
Yeah.
We've heard enough. Oh, do we want to say our Taylor Swift background?
Oh,
Imagine
sure,
we
we
both
can
hated
kind of-
her.
I
Imagine
know.
we're actually haters, but we're here
Yeah.
today, gathered here today.
We're just trying to troll everyone.
Yeah. With your like albums. in
With
the
I was gonna
back.
say with all of my yeah, and then your poster there.
Okay, yeah,
I
you
don't
go
think we've
first.
actually I don't think we've actually ever talked
Yeah.
about it before.
Yeah.
You go first. I want to hear yours.
Mine's lame though. I've just like ever since Tim McGraw. I'm an OG.
Oh, so you're right from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Right from the country era, which came at a very hillbilly time in my life. So it was kind of perfect. So yeah, it's just kind of she's always been. I feel like, I guess I will say, I think Speak Now era was probably when I was like, oh, I'm like a kind of a diehard, like up waiting for it to come out, listening to it at midnight type thing.
Yeah.
From there on, that was probably my era that was like, oh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
and then just kind of ever since, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not that I didn't really know. I knew like Teardrops on my guitar, but I wasn't super into it. But I also wasn't really big into country music.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, okay, yeah, she's a country singer or whatever. But it wasn't till I remember I was like sleeping over at my cousin's house and she had Fearless. And then she was playing it that whole weekend, and like White Horse for some reason, that song, because I was really into always like the like sad music. I don't know why. And so that song, I was like an emo child. I was like 8 years old, and I'm like, oh my god.
8 years
So-
old, you're like, I relate to this so
I
much.
relate to, yeah, you're gonna find someone someday.
I am not your princess, actually. Yeah.
So then I remember after that weekend, I went out and I bought the CD. But similar to you, like it probably wasn't until Speak Now where I remember I got that CD for Christmas and I played shit out of it. Like I still have all of my old CDs. I still have my little like CD player in my room. Like it's just that album, Back to December, for me was like, that was the
Yeah.
song. Again, I feel like it follows the trajectory of like White Horse, Back to
Yeah.
December.
You're like, I love the depresso
There's a
songs.
trend.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song was the one where I was like, oh damn. And like that whole American Music Awards performance on the piano with
Yeah.
Apologize, like that whole thing, I was like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in
Yeah.
it.
You're like, actually, wait, this is great. Yeah.
This is
It's
actually
been so yeah, like
life-changing.
kind of around the same era then.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was something about the Speak Now era. I feel like because she had like Fearless was so big, and then going into Speak Now, the expectations were so high, and then like her
Mm-hmm.
writing it by herself. There was something about that era that like would pull you right in if you
Yeah.
weren't already fully
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I feel like on Speak Now too, like the emotions are just like so heightened that like when you're younger, like even if you don't necessarily haven't like experienced the same things, you just kind of, there's something in it that you just feel it, right? So, and there's a song for everything on Speak Now, I think. Like every emotion that you have, there's a song. But that's for the
I know,
Speak
we're
Now
like,
video. But
we're like, okay, let's do Speak Now. No. Plus, like, Speak Now is very emo. Like, I feel like it's kind of like one of her most emo albums. And I'm like, I was also emo kid. So I was like,
yeah.
Okay, so those are our credentials, so leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
Okay, so we are going to start from the like bottom and work our way up in terms of, and you did your personal favorite songs, right? Not the ones that you think are like her best. You did personal.
My favorites.
Okay, same. Because I was like getting mixed up a little bit in some of them. I'm like, okay, but this is a better song.
It can be hard. I know. No, it can be hard. Yeah.
I'm like, but this is my favorite. Okay, cool. We're on the same page. I'm nervous.
Me too.
I'm nervous for the first few, I feel like, to get out of the way. But so number 17, do you want to go first or do you want me to say it?
I want you take it away.
Just make me more nervous. I'm like, oh my God. Imagine I was like, no, okay, I won't even make a joke. Okay. My 17 is Betty.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're still friends?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I know that people really love Betty, which is fair. Again, like, I feel like I don't want to preface this every single fucking ranking we do, so I'm just going to say it. This is just an opinion, and all of the songs are good. Actually, like, literally the entire album is so good. Betty's not a bad song. I just, like, genuinely do not care about a 17-year-old boy's perspective on anything. Especially this current situation that we're talking about right here. Like, I really don't care. Sorry, James.
What was that? Okay.
Number one James hater, honestly, over here, unfortunately.
Did you, because this song, I guess, is probably the first country song that she had done, really, since, what would it have been? Red, probably, right?
Honestly.
Like, did you, when you first listened to it, were you kind of like, because I know for me, now I don't want to obviously give anything away with my ranking, but I know for me at first, I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is Country Taylor's back, blah, 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 and I had like this like reaction. Now, whether that feeling stuck with me, you'll find out, but like, did you feel that same way too, where at first you were like, oh my God, it's country, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I think that Betty, for me, was a song where I fully realized, you know how they say that everyone is either a lyrics person or a production person? And I feel like everybody's kind of a little bit of both, to be fair. But this one for me, where I was like, okay, so I am a lyrics girly, because I love Betty. Production, like, the melodies in it, the intro, when the harmonica comes in, I'm like,
yeah.
This is everything I want. But I just don't go back to it. I'm like, I don't really care about your skateboard, and maybe don't show up on people's doorsteps and not say sorry, at least. You know, at least say sorry, James. But so I'm like, I guess I just don't really care about the story going on in Betty, but I love, especially the melody, like the melody of the verses. I love it so much. It's so fun that I just don't go back to her ever.
Fair.
I don't go back to Betty. Okay.
I feel like that's, okay.
What? You can finish your sentence.
No, I feel like that's a fan favorite.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's why I was like, please don't fucking kill me. I'll cry. Yeah. Don't be mean to me. I'll cry. Okay.
Oh man, starting off strong. I like this. Know. We're not no holds barred. No, this is great. All right, my 17 is Epiphany. Yeah. What's interesting about this one is that I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, I thought the production was just so nice, and how kind of like how we were talking about production, lyrics, whatever. Yeah. And I felt like the production was so interesting and like different than stuff that we've heard from her before, because it's very like dreamy and like atmospheric. Yeah. But similar to you with Betty, it's just not one that I return to that often. And I think, again, it like subject matter wise, like I don't really want to be like reminded of pandemic times. And then also like the whole like I don't know. It was just, there's a lot of like comparisons going on that like I don't feel like fully blend together. But I understand it was like a tribute to her grandfather, right? I think, who fought in the war. Yeah. So I mean, I like that. I just think that when we're talking about tribute songs, there's another one on another album that I think does it a little bit better in my opinion. So this is just one that I think the production's really nice, but I don't revisit it that much. It's a skip usually when I listen to the album.
Yeah, I feel very similar. Honestly, I guess I'll just like go right in. My next one, 16, is Epiphany. I feel like
Okay.
Epiphany kind of ranks a little bit low for most people for that exact reason. It's like
Yeah.
the subject matter is like quite heavy. It's really like a very sweet song. Like it's really lovely. And I really
Yeah.
like the part where she's like, and some things you just can't speak about, that lyric, and
Hmm.
how her voice kind of like fades away as she's saying it.
Yeah.
Like every time I hear that, I'm like, it does, like it hits really hard because I feel like that lyric for me could be like attributed to many different things, not just the subject matter of the song. I
Yeah.
really like that lyric. But yeah, I also just don't really go back to Epiphany very often. It's like we gotta leave 2020 over there. Even though, to be
Yeah.
fair, a lot of folklore just takes me back to that time. Like listening to the
That's
album
true.
again
Yeah.
in full, I was like, wow, wow, this feels like I haven't listened to it in full front to back for probably since
Same.
2020.
Same. And I
Yeah.
find that if I do, I will usually go back and listen to the Long Pond studio sessions
Yeah.
version of it more often than I will like the just like the standard version.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a while for me too since I
Yeah.
but yeah, I get it. But it takes you back to a very specific time, right?
Yeah. But then there's like, I guess, other songs from the album like that are higher up that have been on replay since then. So now I have like different kind of memories associated with them. But yeah, like
For
listening to the
sure.
album in whole kind of feels very
Yeah.
2020-esque. But
Yeah.
sorry, Epiphany. I do love you, but yeah.
Some songs gotta be put on the chopping block and that's it.
That's the one. Yeah. Hey, what do you got for 16?
16, again, this is another one that I think is a fan favorite, but I think that it's there's other versions of this subject matter that I think I like that she touches on later on in
Yeah,
other
okay.
albums.
Good preface. I like it.
Okay, 16 is Mad Woman.
Okay.
First time she swore in a song, so we give her that. Obviously, it's the subject matter is great, and they're like her perspective on it is obviously it's a well written song.
Yeah.
But again, it's just one of the ones that like maybe because it kind of stays the same a lot throughout, and I
Yeah.
guess I never realized that I was really big into production because I usually think I am more lyrics, but I guess
Yeah.
the ones that I did rank lower, I'm noticing are a little bit like they kind of stay the
Production.
same throughout. Like there's not like a
Yeah.
big like
Yeah.
break or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that one's 16. Again, it's just one that I don't revisit that
Yeah,
much.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Like, I think Mad Woman is honestly not one that, even as a woman, that I revisit too often either. And that is funny because it's like, yeah, you're right. I do think that there is something about the production too. So maybe, see, I think everyone's a little bit of both lyrics
Yeah.
and production. I do think, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if I like dissociate and listen to Betty, I'd probably vibe with it a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a fair one. I do like a lot of the lyrics in Mad Woman. Like you said, it's a well-written song. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that it's like very interesting coming from her. But I won't say where it is in mine. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
We're on 15 or what? No, that was your 16. Okay, so I
Yeah.
am
So
on
now
15.
yeah, you're on 15.
Okay. I get scared, and I don't know why I'm more scared about these middle ones than I was about the first two. But okay, my 15 is Invisible String.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No, this is I'm look, I'm loving this because to me
Okay.
I'm like anytime that somebody has a strong opinion on a song that like that everyone else like rides for, I think it's great because I love to hear other people's opinions on it.
I do love Invisible String. That's what I mean. Like, all of these songs are really good. Like, I
Yeah.
really was like, wow, this is a strong album, to be honest. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I get why it's people's favorites. But yeah, Invisible String, I think that's another one where I really love the melodies. Like, I think I love a lot of Taylor's melodies. I think she doesn't often get enough credit for how, like, creative she can get with them.
Yeah.
And that, like,
I
me is so good because it's so easy to that up if you don't, like, hold
Yeah.
the right tone for it.
Yeah.
So I really like it. Honestly, I think I just don't go back to it, but also like 90% of the things she sings about in that are just not invisible strings. Like, I'm so sorry, my girl. But I think we lost the plot in the middle of writing because I'm like, listening, I'm like, okay, green is the color of the shirt. Yeah, how does that tie into how you guys met?
Yeah.
And sometimes she gets close, like, bad is the blood. Like listening to her
Yeah,
song
yeah,
in the
yeah.
car, he ate at her favorite restaurant. That I can get there. And then the next lyric is like, Bold is the girl who called me an
Yeah.
American singer. I'm like, that's again non-invisible string. Cool lyric.
Yeah.
Non-invisible string. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah.
we
I never thought about that. That's a good
listen to it
analysis.
again and
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna
like,
have to go back and listen again.
yeah, like I don't know how his poor yogurt shop uniform ties into anything.
Okay,
It's just a
that's the line
color.
that takes me out. That line takes me out. And I understand it's painting a picture. It's showing the difference
Yeah.
between like, when like this is where he was when he was
Yeah.
16, whatever, and it's obviously very different than where she was at the
Yeah.
time. So like I get it, but at the same time it's like
What's the
again,
string though?
what's the string? Yes,
What's the
exactly.
string? You know, like, did you see a lot of teal in your life and you're like, I gotta be, you know? But I do
Yeah.
love the like premise of the song. I do think it's really beautiful to think like how people find each other in lifetime. Like, I think that's sweet as hell. And it's so
Yeah.
cute. Sometimes I'm just like, I think you're just saying things, Taylor, to be fair.
I feel like if you when you like are in love or whatever, and it's like you want to sort of find ways to be like to like different ways to say, oh, we were always meant to be together.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that is her being like, even though like you're saying something it's random as it's like it doesn't fully make sense, but it's like her finding ways of like,
Yeah.
well, because you were here and you did this, and then I was here, I did this, and this, even though they're not instinctively linked, but
Yeah.
because somehow all roads lead back to each
Let
other.
yeah.
That's a bold choice.
know.
So my 15, yeah.
15,
So
yeah.
so my 15 is Betty,
Okay.
and this
okay.
was one. And before we were filming, this was the one that I was thinking where I was like, okay, I have a fan favorite that's like really low. So when you said it as your last, I'm like, look, I'm in the clear at this point. Like I am so good.
You're like, wait, she did it first. Thank God.
Yeah, all those same reasons that you pointed out are the same reasons for me.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the direction that she took with the storytelling and how it's very different than anything else really in her catalog, but I just don't really, I feel like once we get to that point in the story of like the trilogy, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't really care
Care.
as much. Yeah. And
Yep.
yeah, so it's like
Number
I don't
2,
know.
James Hayter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny. Like, I do like it. It, like, artistically, I like how it fits into the trio. Again, like, love the production. But, like, at this point, we also heard the rumors from Inez. And, like, sorry, my guy.
Yeah, you can't really unhear stuff like that, you know?
We've heard the other two girlies' perspective, so should have put. That's
She's
great.
saying James get in, we're saying James get out. Like we know.
Yeah, we're like, James, we've made our opinion on you.
Yeah.
My 14 is Mad Woman.
Hey, we're pretty similar so
Yeah,
far.
like you said, I love the subject matter, and honestly, Mad Woman I got as a surprise song. I got the Cassandra Mad Woman I Did Something Bad at the Eras tour, and when I tell you, I had to sit down after and like take a minute. I like had to sit and regroup. Cause she started with Cassandra and I looked over at my sister because like I don't know, I was just like so like in the moment, and then she started with Cassandra and I was like, because before that it was Ours and The Last Great American Dynasty, so I was like bopping, right? And then
Yeah.
she started playing Cassandra and it took a minute and I looked over at my sister, I was like, she's gonna do it, she's gonna do Mad Woman. And then it happened and I was like just in freeze state. I just like stood like this. I was like, so honestly I feel like when I hear Mad Woman now, and I haven't listened to it since I was at the Eras tour, so like this was kind of fun to listen to it
Yeah.
like album version.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I do have, now when I listen to it I think of Cassandra, I did something, so I have a memory associated with it now that I feel like maybe bumped it up because I think it might have been like below
Lower?
Invisible String before. Yeah.
Interesting.
But,
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing. It would just, yeah, I never really go back to it.
Can I ask that moment when when that mashup was happening, were you like, what the
I didn't know what to do.
I
Like I,
would've been-
genuinely froze.
like once I don't even know how Cassandra starts. I get one shot at this concert. This is
Yeah.
what I'm getting.
Honestly, I had seen online, like when she started doing the mashups, everybody was like, we need Mad Girl, like the Mad Woman version. Like we need Cassandra Mad Woman.
I
We
mean, it
need
makes
we need
sense,
it.
right? Like
Yes. Yeah.
subject matter.
And so I think when she started playing Cassandra, I don't remember where she started playing the song, like if she started right from the beginning or not. Honestly, blacked out, I think. But once it clicked in what song it was, I was like, oh, this is where it's going. So I was just like, my heart was pounding. Like I was like, I don't know what to do. And it was so loud in there. And like then, because I was thinking, okay, Cassandra, Mad Woman. Then our girly adds I Did Something Bad into that mashup. And I was like, I lost my mind.
That's kind of, yeah, I was going to say that's the saving grace for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do.
Okay, so this one, now I'm a bit regretting it, but we're just going to leave it where it is.
Okay.
I have Peace.
Okay.
And now I'm looking at it.
Yep.
And
What
I'm
are you
a little
regretting?
bit...
You're like, maybe I'll put it next.
No, because it's that thing of like what you were saying before, where it's like, are we ranking it off of like person? Like it's hard sometimes to like differentiate between what's a better song and what's a personal favorite song. Right. And so I think the issue with Peace is that it's, when I listen to it, I enjoy it, but it's so low in the track list that when I'm listening to it in full, by the end, few songs, they all kind of blend together. And so I'm like, I find like my mind kind of like trails off a little bit. But if I listen to it, like I love like the cadence of it, and the part when she's like, I don't have the lyrics with me, but the part when she's talking about like, now your brother's brother, like that whole part about family, brother's brother. I'm like, she's spitting bars. And like, I don't know, there's something in the way she says it that
she switches it up. She switches the melody in that part, and it comes in like a little different. They're like, now that I see my brother as your brother. Yeah.
So there's little things in it that I like, but I think it's just, again, one of those ones that I don't revisit.
Don't go back to
as much. Yeah.
It is down there in the track list, isn't it? That's so funny because I was thinking about that. I'm like, when it's like the last few tracks, they kind of do like, don't feel like album closers really. I guess not in our traditional sense that we're used to prior to Folklore.
I feel like for like the album close, like the Lakes, I feel like really kind of like puts everything together to a nice close. But before that, it was Hoax, and Hoax is so like open-ended, where you're just like, there's not like a definitive period on it, whereas I feel like the Lakes has like more of a definitive, this is the end, you know? So it's just interesting that she left
the Lakes is a good closer. I feel like this middle part is where I also go like favorite, best, and I get a little stuck. But my 13 is 7.
Okay. Okay.
Matthew. Oh. You're like, and hang up.
No, mine is just 7 is just is much higher for me. So this is just interesting. This is, I think, our biggest so far, like the biggest difference that we've had. No, this is interesting. Okay, so how come it's more like middle to lower ground for you?
I do love 7. I really do. I just feel like the rest that I have above it, I'm like, I go back to so much more. But I love 7, like the perspective of it. I love the melody. Again, I really do get caught up in the like, please, like so pretty. And really, she sings it very pretty. A lot of these melodies, I feel like, are very easy to fuck up because they're so like flowy.
That's such a good observation. Yeah,
and like up and down and like long. And so like, I know people don't, I think she's a strong singer. I do. I'm like on that side of like, I really do. I think just in a different way than like other vocalists. And I feel like 7 is one that I like, when it comes on, I don't skip it. Like if it comes on, I don't skip it, but I never like go to listen to 7. But if it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, this is sweet. Like sweet tea in the summer. Like it's kind of cute and I like it, but I feel like the others I just go to more and like replay more. Yeah. There's like nothing bad to say about 7. I feel like I'm in the space where it's like everything's just so good.
And so now it's just a matter of what you listen to more often, right?
Just matter of preference.
All right, so what is this, 13? Okay, again, I'm going a bit rogue. This is another one that is, people love it. My Tears Ricochet.
Cancel! Electric chair! Bye!
It's told myself I would not. I was like, try and hold your reactions in, girl. I can't. I physically can't.
Oh,
That
I'm
was...
not. Yeah, I'm not. Once, yeah, I've gone past holding my reactions in. That, yeah.
Okay, fair, fair.
Okay. Let
Let's
me.
hear it.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm on. I'm
No,
on the
you're
stand.
fine.
I feel like I need to like. I have my lawyer. I have to defend myself.
Get a good lawyer.
Okay.
Okay.
Lyrics are like beautiful. Like the storytelling in this and like the imagery of it, I think is just like gorgeous. Like, because it really places you in, like from the first line, like we gather here, we line up,
Yeah.
like all this stuff. It really places you into the setting, which I love. The bridge, I love we know she writes a great bridge. The bridge, I love. I can go anywhere I want, just not
Yeah.
home. Like that line, like I get chills. Like every time that I hear it,
Yeah.
like it's such a great line. I don't know, maybe it's that thing again with the production where it kind of just stays, except for the bridge. The bridge does, I guess, kind
Yeah.
of explode
Like,
a
kind
little
of
bit,
bumps,
but it kind of just stays in
Yep.
the same thing. I don't know how to describe it. I think it's just, again, like you were saying, a song that I'm not gonna pick it out to listen to it.
Right.
Whereas
Yeah.
the other ones that are from here on up, I feel like I've gone in the album just to be like, oh, I really want to listen to this one, or I have this one in my
Yeah.
head or whatever. Whereas My
Yeah.
Tears Ricochet, I don't usually
Don't reach for it.
just go to pick it out. But obviously,
Yeah.
like I feel like in the album it's a highlight, but I personally don't listen to it that frequently.
Yeah. See, and then if we were ranking differently, yeah, maybe it'd
I
be
would,
higher
if
up
it
with
was ranking it
personal
more like, more just of like, from a song
songwriting.
perspective,
Yeah.
then it would be higher. But for me personally, like I just don't
Yeah.
listen to it that often.
How do you feel about the Eras Tour version of it?
I think it's beautiful. And there's a
Yeah.
few versions of these songs where I'm like, the Eras Tour version is just like
Yeah.
so
good.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that way about a few albums, actually, to be fair. But like, yeah, I always wonder, like, because I feel like that I was very excited to see that at the Eras Tour, but it's not like a highlight of the show. Like, it's not like something that people talk about often, but I really loved the imagery of it at the Eras Tour. That and Delicate, I feel like, was one that I was like really excited to see for some reason. And usually people are like, other ones. But so I always ask people like if they've seen the Eras Tour, like what they think of that version, because it is a little bit of a slower kind of like eerie one.
Yeah.
So like I get why people probably don't reach for it or like replay it. Yeah, that's fair. All's fair in love and poetry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, now I'm getting worried again too. So we're on 12. Okay, my 12 is This Is Me Trying.
Okay.
Okay. Which is interesting. I told you when we were doing this that I had found my original folklore ranking, like from 2020. And I was very surprised because This Is Me Trying was like my third favorite track.
And I was
It
going to
was
ask,
so
I was going to
high.
say, is there a song that like in the initial time that you listened to it or ranked it that like where there was the biggest switch?
It might be
and
this
so,
one biggest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I still love This Is Me Trying, and honestly maybe I just like really overplayed it in a big old 2020 depressed era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay girl, we got to put the This Is Me Trying away for a little bit. But when I listened to it again, like because we listened to the album front to back for this, that I was like, wow, I'm so surprised that it keeps kind of getting scooted down. But I still love This Is Me Trying. I love the production of it, how it feels like someone, taking steps forward and then steps back, how it feels like someone going up and then falling. I love the bridge of it. I remember the first time I heard her say, like, it's hard to be at a party when I feel like an open wound. How much I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that just, the imagery of it, the feeling of it, I was like, oh, what?
I'm trying to think with me. I feel like Betty was probably one that was higher up when I first listened to it.
Yeah.
And then now it's, I mean, as we know, it's my third last one. So it's like, I feel like that one really took the biggest kind of dip in my, like I probably would have put it in my top 5 when I first heard it. But I think I was just so taken by the country sound of it that like, so
excited
interesting.
for it. Yeah.
So this was one actually now that I was looking at again where I was like, there's something in it that I want to put it higher. So I'm just going to say, so it's Hoax.
Okay. I'm surprised that Hoax was. I feel like Hoax is always very low on people's rankings. So I was like, we both made it through like pretty far up without Hoax. Yeah.
There's something about it that I feel like it just gets more and more interesting the more you listen to it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
this was one that in the beginning I was like, and again, it's the last song. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like by the end of it, I was like emotionally drained. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's talking in like Morse code. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying, but it just, I don't know. I keep going back to it.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole, like the bridge of like, there's just so many, I need to pull the lyrics up
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
There's
Let's
so
pull up the
many.
lyrics of, honestly, lyrically, if we were just ranking on only lyrics, like not even production, whatever, just lyrics, Hoax would be like number one for me. I can't even
Because
believe
there's
it.
like the whole bridge, you know,
Yeah.
I left a part of me back in New York. Okay, it takes you back to that time
Yeah.
like that she's talking about. You knew the hero died, so what's the movie for? You knew it still hurts underneath my scars when they pulled me apart. I assume is a reference to the whole Kanye situation,
Yeah.
but it could be anything. But
Yeah.
you knew the password, so I let you in the door. You knew you won, so what's the point of keeping score? You knew it still hurts underneath my scars when they pulled me apart. Like, it's just like,
It is just as dark.
it's just as dark.
Oh,
She could
it
be
just
talking.
hits.
She could be talking about so many different people. She could be
Yeah.
talking about the whole like Scott Borchetta of it all. Like,
Yep.
you knew that this was the most important thing to me, and yet you still did it. It's like the
Yeah.
biggest thing of betrayal. She
Yeah.
could be talking about Joe. Like, she could
Yeah.
be talking about so many different people. You have beaten my heart. Like, just like, oh
Yeah.
my god, like so many great lines.
Yeah.
So
You
it
knew
should
the
be
password.
higher.
Yeah. You knew the password, so I let you in the door. Destroyed me. I was like, how dare you write that, actually? Because it's so simple. Like,
Yes.
but it's like, you knew me. I let you in. And then you did this. You, like,
Yeah.
I trusted you. I, like, brought you into my space. And you fucking did that. And I love the part where she's like, but what you did is just as dark. Like, it's just.
And then she repeats it again, and it's like, oh my god, yeah.
It's so good. Lyrically, yeah.
It's so good.
Fantastic.
Also, when I was listening to it this time, I had like a little thing of like a parallel from like a different song of hers. So when in the chorus, when she says like stood on the cliffside screaming,
Yeah.
give me a reason, I think she says,
Yep.
kind of give me the prophecy
Oh, yeah.
of like this whole thing of her being like, because isn't there something where she talks about being, well, there's a few things. There's something in the and I don't have the lyrics with me, but I feel like there's something in the prophecy where she talks about, unless it's just the imagery that I'm imagining when
See,
she's,
I think Cliff, and I think This Is Me Trying.
and
that,
I
like,
was just about
could've
to say that
followed-
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
She's like, and like jumping off of very tall somethings. We got to get our girl away from cliffs. Okay, she's not allowed
Yeah.
to go to any high places. Stay away. Stay ground on the ground, Taylor.
Maybe she doesn't say it. I guess I'm just picturing her, like the whole thing of like being on her knees, howling at the moon. Like,
Yeah.
I'm picturing her being kind of unstable. I'm picturing her like on some sort of a cliff, just like screaming and like just open air and being like, I could jump right now.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm not, because this is like my last time to like just like pray for something good to happen. So
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just feel like there's, I got like a
Connections
parallel
there.
between.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. Gathered around a sorcerer's table. Like, yeah, totally. I can get there.
You know what I
get there.
mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, but I guess the reason why, again, it's not like even higher. This is one that I feel like if I keep listening to it, it'll gradually move itself up, like even
Yeah.
more so as the years go on.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those ones where like it's almost so vague that you don't. It's sometimes hard to connect to
Yeah.
everything she's saying. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you feel like it's it's moved up from when you first listened to the album?
Oh yeah, Hoax was probably last.
Yeah. See, and I feel like when people rate Hoax low, I'm like, I want you to listen to it again. You know, she's
Yeah.
a grower. She'll get you there. But yeah. Okay, so we are on 11. Okay, my 11 is The One.
Okay.
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 I do feel like I love The One maybe more than other people. I guess it's actually kind of low, to be fair, on my ranking. It's really not even in the middle, but I really do love The One. And I feel like I have gone back and like reached for it at times. And I think
Yeah.
probably my first listen through a lot, but also it's track one. So it's like you just kind of always start there, you know?
Yeah.
But I do love The One. I think it's like, I like the premise of it. I think it's quite chill. You know, like a lot of the songs that you hear about like a lost love that are kind of filled with like regret and hurt. And like, maybe there's a little bit of that in The One, but it's pretty chill. It's like, we were
Yeah.
kind of great. Like, it would have
Yeah.
been cool if we could have worked out. And I just love
Yeah.
that like perspective on it.
A
I
bit
think
like
it's so
nonchalant kind of how she's
Yeah.
how the production is and how she's saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like even when you feel her getting a little bit like angrier, like if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And then she just kind of pulls back and she's like, but we were something, you know? Like it's not
Yeah.
like The One That Got Away by Katy Perry, which is like a lot more emotion and like regret and filled, which is also a fantastic song. So it's just like a different take on it. I feel like it was like very mature. Plus like hitting play and hearing I'm good, I'm on some new for the first time.
Yeah.
Nothing will beat that. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm also doing good. I'm on some new shit. You know? Yeah. So I love The One. I don't even know. I think at this point in the ranking, it's just that like I listen to the others more. Like I don't even really have anything about The One that I can really point to that doesn't put it higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fair. So mine is, again, another one that I think a lot of people, I feel like now we're just gonna keep saying that. Like, oh, people love this one. We're at the point where like people love everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
The Last Great American Dynasty.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people ride for this song.
Yeah.
Taylor rides for it. Did you see her New York Times interview that she did? And she talked about how it's like her favorite, like switch up, bridge, all that.
Yeah.
And so I get it. Like, again, from a storytelling perspective, a lyrical perspective.
Yeah.
And in the context of the album, I think it's really strong and it fits the themes of everything. But it's just, like now we're getting to the point where, like you said, it's like, which ones do I listen to more often?
Yep.
And this one, I feel like the bridge is the best part, but I don't always want to go through the whole story to get to the bridge.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Like
totally.
I love the switch up, but it's like, especially now that I know where it's going.
Yeah.
Like on first listen, you're like, oh shit. Like the way that she switched it up. But now it's kind of like, okay, like I know where it's heading. And if I don't have that like emotional pull towards it, that I'm not going to reach for it that much. So beautiful
that's my
song.
next
Great
one.
gowns, beautiful gowns.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's
okay.
my next one. Like my 10 is The Last Great American Dynasty. So like same thing. Like I really loved it. I think it was very different than anything we had like heard from her before in terms of like storytelling. And like we've got our moments, and then it was Bought by Me. That hits so hard. But it does lose like over time. You know, it's like we know where it's going kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like my biggest issue, honestly, with The Last Great American Dynasty is I wish that the part where she screams, "There goes the loudest woman this town has ever seen," is louder. It's like so hidden back there, and I think it's the best part of the song because like the way she like yells it, "The loudest woman," like it's so fun. And it just fits the song so well. I'm like, bring it forward a little bit. I want to hear it. Like, don't disguise it in the back of the... She does that in a few songs, honestly.
I was just about to say, she does... But I didn't want to cut you off, but, like, she does. Yeah. There's some where it's like... put the volume up on that background vocal. Yes. Yeah, because she has some great harmonies and great, like, belting moments that are so hidden sometimes. And it's like, if you just... push it forward a little bit.
Bring it up a little bit. Like, I want to hear it. Like, I was shocked at, well, maybe not shocked, but like when the Eras tour was happening and she would very rarely, but she would sing that Ready for It, the like I can't even get it in my head right now, but like a lot of people didn't know it was there in the song, and I'm like, oh yeah, because it's back. Yeah, yes, it's that melody, and I can't get the lyrics.
No, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, it is on the track. It's hidden.
I know.
It's hidden in the back a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And like it is. It's back in the track, and if you're not like,
it's
so when she sang it live,
it's so good.
I'm like, bring it. I like it. Yeah. So I feel that way about a few songs of hers, but I totally get The Last Great American Dynasty. It's a great story. It's super fun. Like, dyed her dog key lime green is like so funny. I don't that it being in a song makes me happy.
Okay, so my next one is Invisible String.
Okay.
So I'm not like, and this is one again where like I'm not like, so when you said it was lower, I was more so just surprised because I feel like everyone rides for this song, right? Like this, there's like, even though I know we keep saying like, oh, it's everyone's favorite, but I feel like Invisible String is one that gets like referenced and used in like edits and stuff all the time,
totally.
And so it's one of those ones where I love like the guitar, like the little pluck of the guitar, and like I think, and like you said, the me part, like that melody, like could easily be fucked up, but somehow it sounds so good, and it's sweet. So so it's one that I'll like I can easily just kind of throw on, and like it's like a feel good song. It makes me feel like it's chill, it's relaxing. But now the rest up is like
like it's kind of
like
an
the
insane...
next ones are like, these are the top ones for me. So Invisible String didn't quite make the top half of the ranking, but it's just, for me, it's like almost
Yeah,
almost
she's
there.
middle of the ground.
Exactly.
She's like, yeah,
Just chilling.
she's chilling. Yeah, that's fair. I wonder what your top one is. I don't even think, like, based on your bottom 10, what I could pull as your top one, but that's fun. Okay, so my 9. See, this is, I know every single time we can't preface with, I do love this song though, and it's going to be fine, but my 10 is The Lakes.
Okay. Mine is the same.
Is it? Okay.
My next one is the same. My next one's the same. So we're like,
we're hitting
yeah.
it. Like, The Lakes
Yeah.
is so good. Like, it's so
Yeah.
good. And I do love, like, how it feels. And you're right, like, about The Lakes being, like, what I feel like is an album closer, especially for, like, Folklore. I feel like it's, like, very beautiful. Lyrically, it paints, like, the most beautiful picture. I love The Lakes. I just, like, don't play it too often. And it is, like, at the end, too. So it's, like, one of those things
Yeah.
where, like, sometimes you just don't make it to The Lakes. And it
Yeah.
always makes me giggle when I say The Lakes, because then, like, as a Canadian in my head, I always think of the Great Lakes. And I'm like, there's no way she wants to go to the Great Lakes. Those are not the lakes she's talking about.
Those are not the lakes that she's referencing.
She's referencing somewhere else. I know it, but it's all
Just
I can
want to run to
picture.
those ones.
You want to come to Lake Ontario for what? When I was listening to this again, and, like, it gets to the part where she's talking about, like, I want to watch wisteria grow right over my bare feet because I haven't moved in years. I was like, me too, and I didn't even know that until right now. Like,
Yeah.
I love that imagery so much. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
What's your take on The Lakes?
Yeah, I guess it's just the same thing. I feel like this was another one when I first heard it. I was like, oh my God. Because, again, it had a very... The production of it is very different. I feel like it's even a little bit different than what's on Folklore. Like, there's something that's almost, like, older sounding about it. I don't know what it... I don't know if it's
Especially
like
the
a mellotron that she
beginning.
uses in the beginning or... Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something to it where I'm like, this sounds like it was... Like, it's taking you back to a different era of, like, music and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I really liked it. And then again, when it came out, I was like, okay, this sounds like it should be the last track.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like it closed everything up nicely. So it used to be higher in my ranking, but you know what I recently discovered? The demo version. Have you heard it?
Oh,
There was like some
not
other...
in so long.
Okay, so I was at work and I was listening to just like a study playlist and it came on. And there's this like extra like drum. First of all, it's longer. Like there's an extended chorus or something. And there's like this like beating drum that comes in. It's really good. It's a bit like wacky. So I know why they didn't put it on the final version.
Yeah.
But it has like an extra like oomph to it that I think lends itself to me in a positive way to like if it was on the standard version, I feel like it might even make it a little bit higher for me.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to write it down.
I don't know. It's check it
listen
out.
to
Because I'm like, this isn't the regular version. Then I thought, is this some like fan-made version? But no, it's apparently the demo version that they did.
I love that. I love getting like the demos, the original lyrics of things. Like, I love that so much. Seeing how a song grows and like what they take away and what they add in.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like I don't have to preface it anymore with saying that, because like top 8 is like all great. These are all great. I don't even think... I'm, like, looking at them, and I'm like, I don't even think I'm going to have anything bad to say about any of them.
I know. And again, I feel like once you get to this point, like, they can be pretty, like... I feel like the top 3 are probably a pretty solid... At least for me, like, a pretty solid top 3. But then the rest couple after that can be pretty, like, interchangeable.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Okay, my 8 is Cardigan.
Okay.
Yeah. Great song. Fantastic song. Nothing bad to say about it. I actually find that I listen to Cardigan a lot. To be fair, Cardigan's on a lot of playlists. So it's like, it's the song, it's the single, you know? So like it pops up a lot. And like it's in a lot of edits, especially like the bridge part and like that kind of stuff. So I hear Cardigan a lot. But it was fun to listen to it in context of the album again. I'm like, damn, it's a really good song. Like the way it's structured, the storytelling. I love the chasing shadows in a grocery line, or like I knew the smell of smoke would hang around this long. Like it just takes you into the song, and you can just like sit back and just flow through it. It's so beautiful. I think it's like one of her best. If I was like doing songwriting, I feel like it would be in the top probably. I love Cardigan.
All right, so my number 8 is Exile.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
This one was probably my number one when I first heard the album. Again, like I don't know, it's a beautiful song. I
Yeah.
love like playing it on the piano. Like it's such a the way they go back and forth
Yeah.
is so great.
Yeah.
It reminds me of The Last Time, and I love The Last Time from Red. So like it like when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, this is like taking me back to like
Yeah.
2012. It was
Yeah.
it's great, and I think the whole thing of like you just have the image of like I don't know, just the whole thing. Like I've seen this film before. I didn't like the ending. Like it's almost this like repeated cycle.
Yeah.
And like it's not even necessarily just linked to that relationship, but you can think of it as like, God, I've been in this cycle with so many other relationships as well. And like, when am I gonna get out of it and all this stuff? So yeah, it's a beautiful song. But the other ones, I go back to more, and I think because it is so emotionally draining that sometimes I'm like, I can't be.
Sometimes
I
you
can't
hear
be
those.
listening to it.
Yeah, those opening, and you're like, you know what? Not today, guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. I love the cultural impact of. I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. Like, I like how there's a few. To be fair, at this point, I don't actually know if that was like a common saying or not. If it was, it's definitely amplified due to this song.
Yeah.
And like, it's become like almost this, like people say it in everyday situations, you know, and I'm like, that's like there's a few of her songs, like Help I'm Still at the Restaurant has become such a big one.
Yes.
Like there's different things, but I always think that like Exile has made such a cultural impact, I feel like. Plus Exile is like
that's a good observation.
Like Exile's a good like entry song for people too, especially if they listen to like less poppy music and you want to show them Taylor Swift. I feel like a lot of people reach for Exile because it's just like so good. It's just like, but
it's a universally good song that like everything, the songwriting, the production, the vocals, like she sounds, I mean, both of them sound incredible, but like she just sounds like, I don't know, she just sounds so good.
The contrast in their voice is like, just, I wish they could write a whole album, just the two of them, like with vocally, like both singing to each other. Like, it's just so good. Yeah. Exile's pretty great. My 7 is August.
Okay.
Yeah. I love August. I think that it's like I love the way that August, the song, feels like a memory. Like it's so whimsy and just like flowy and like honestly kind of another cultural one where like every August we get the She's Defrosting and like has like come into the mainstream so much. But like I do love August, and I love like her vocals on August make me so happy, even though it's like kind of sad, but like I just say whimsy because it just feels flowy. And there's a part in the song where she just goes like ah and then it's just like what was that, but I love it so much. I'm like, what the are you good, girl? But like I love that part so much. I'm like, who does that in the middle of like a song? Like it's so I really do love August. And like, to be fair, August bringing the lyric to live for the hope of it all, like thank you for that lyric, August, because outside of the context of the song, I feel like living for the hope of it all is like such a deep, like one of those lyrics where people can like it's grab onto and
like one liner.
Put it into so many different scenarios. I'm like, August. Plus like Salt Air, the opening of August, like is so pretty. I just love it. Yeah.
It really transports you. And even like you were saying, it sounds whimsical. It has like a hazy, like summer day to it. Yeah.
No, it just feels like this. One. Exactly like what you were doing. It just feels like that. It's like, yeah. It's a good one.
Also the introduction of mall references. Right? This was the first time that I mean, now she's used it a few times, but this is this is the first one where she
she's like, oh my god, the mall, I forgot about that because I haven't been there in like 2 decades.
So my number, this is 7, right? Yeah. So mine is Cardigan. So all the same stuff that you said. Beautiful song. The bridge is incredible. Like the whole, it's like one line after another, and it's like gut wrenching. Like it's just like, and it almost feels like it's one of those moments I feel like where, and she does this like a few other times too, where it's like it's one line after the other, and she's saying it in like it feels like you're moving forward, but then it also kind of feels like you're like just stuck and like everything's happening in slow motion, but yet you're moving forward. It's this weird like
Yep.
dichotomy of the two things. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know how to describe it, but it's just so
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah. I feel
It
that way
reminds me-
about like, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but that
No,
the
go ahead.
point you're making about the like stuck moving forward, but you're also not. I feel that way about the LOML bridge too. The like how she's just like one thing after the
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
You
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
feel her letting go, and then she says like, "Shoulda let it stay buried," and it's like, "Oh, we're back in like
back.
the anger
Yeah.
phase." Yeah, like I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that
yeah.
trudging through kind of. Yeah, totally.
When I first heard it, like Lana cosplay to me. And so, and because I'm like, I mean, you know, we've talked about it where I'm like,
Yeah.
she's like, it's like her and then Taylor Swift, like, so,
Yeah.
but like Lana's like kind of my number one.
Yeah.
And so I felt like when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this sounds like literally just in the beginning, like vintage tea,
Vintage,
brand
yeah.
new phone. And the way that she sings it, I'm like, okay, this is Lana. And then it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, well, why is she getting played on the radio? And then Lana's not getting played
Right.
on the radio. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the, like, I'm like, if she was singing it, she wouldn't get it on the radio, but Taylor
Yeah.
is. So then it kind of pissed me off. But now I'm like removed from that feeling. Like
love
some random
that.
dude that's like fucking mad that like pitchforking at the radio stations that Lana's not getting played.
That's me with
So-
Demi Lovato. I'm always like, why aren't people listening to her? And I get mad. I'm like, Demi did this like 2 years ago. Okay. So,
But yeah, so once I got past that, even still now, sometimes I'm like, okay, this sounds kind of like Lana, which now I've
Yeah.
learned to embrace it more.
Yeah.
Because she does it a lot. I feel like even in other songs and like in other albums where I'm like, hey,
Like
this could be a Lana
August.
song. This could be
August,
Yeah,
I feel like
August
could be
too.
like a Lana song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly
But,
inspired, probably. Yeah.
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 But I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's the structure of it, like you said, is really interesting because like the chorus isn't really it's not a huge departure from the verses.
Yeah.
So when you're listening to it for the first time, you might not even know what's the verse, what's the chorus. It kind of just blends in. Then
Yeah.
when she repeats it again, then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, this is the chorus, this is the hook, whatever. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
she was definitely playing with structure in a way that we hadn't heard, at least not from going from Lover to this.
Yeah.
It was a massive departure, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and thank God for that. But but
And-
yeah.
In Cardigan itself, where all of a sudden there's just like that musical part where it just kind of like goes and there's no lyrics. And it's like, is it before or after the bridge? I can't even.
It's right before
It's
the
right
the
before.
bridge because it's right before it goes into kissing cars, downtown bars, all of that. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it just kind of like, we just get a little moment, like to just kind of like flow in the memory of it. I love
Yeah.
that. I love it a lot. And like you said, the verse into the chorus and how you don't really know. And it's like, it does almost feel like that's purposeful. Like it's like an afterthought because she says, and when I felt like I was an old
Yeah.
Cardigan, you're like, yeah, it's like just a different structure. It's,
Yeah.
she really got kind of creative, I guess, with structure in this whole album, to be fair, but definitely that song. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. Okay. What are we on? 6?
6.
Ooh, we're in the top 6.
This is big. This is major.
This is big. This is so major. And I feel like I have a couple that I haven't heard you say yet. So I know that we haven't.
Me too. And now I'm curious. I feel like there's yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This should be fun.
Okay. My 6 is Exile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great spot.
It's like I said, I could probably switch like Cardigan, August, and Exile around at any given day because it is a heavy one, to be fair. Sometimes I'm like, I can't do this today. But
Yeah.
I remember the very first time I heard it, he comes in with his vocal and it's so deep, it like knocked me on my ass. I was like, what the hell is this? And I was just like, just sat there. I was like, I love this so much. But yeah, sometimes you can't go there. But I love the Eras Tour version. Like when she sang it as a surprise song and then the audience was singing the other parts, I was like,
Yeah.
sometimes I love us. Sometimes Swifties
Yeah.
are so cool and so fun. Like you said, their vocals go together so well and the back and forth. And I'm also the Last Time stan. So it'll be fun to
Real
get
ones
to the
get it.
red. Yeah. So I also made that connection. I was like, oh, this is like, So I do love Exile, yeah.
Were you familiar with Bon Iver before?
Yes.
Okay,
So I don't
'cause
know why I
wasn't
was
really.
okay. Fair, yeah. See, I don't know why I was so knocked on my ass when he started singing, but I think it's just like because she has like such a high tone that like when you go in, and I obviously at the first time listening to it didn't know he was gonna be starting the song.
I was just gonna say.
So it's
yeah.
like you're like whoa, and you're kind of like thrown back a little bit, but I'm not like gonna say I was the biggest fan, but I've definitely had like, I've listened to albums, I've had songs that have kind of crept into like replays, but yeah. But yeah, I guess if you weren't familiar, that would be an even bigger.
Yeah, and then I just kind of thought, oh, this is how he always sings, but apparently no, he usually sings in his higher register,
he can, like,
I guess, because then when I was hearing like other people talk about it, and people were surprised at how low he was singing, whatever, and so then I just, I knew the name, but like I never, for whatever reason, went out to like out of my way to go and like listen to a song or anything like that. So I really just was not familiar. And then like you said, he opens the song and you're just like, talk about getting dropped into a situation. Like you're just like, okay, I'm here, I'm in it, and we're gonna just see where this goes. And then she doesn't come in until the second verse. So the whole first chorus is just him.
Yeah. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know.
Again, playing with structure too. Like it's not that was not a usual thing for her in a duet to like, or for anyone really, to have the featured artist open the song.
Yeah, totally. Have you gone and listened to anything since listening to
No, I don't know
Folklore?
why. Because even in Evermore, like on that song, I love his feature in that song too. And it's like, I should.
But to be fair, like, I mean, again, I'm not like the biggest stan or anything, so my opinion's pretty whatever. But like, there is a mood you have to be in, I feel like, to listen to like an album or whatever, unless you can find certain songs. But it's gonna be like, you're not gonna dance to anything, that's for sure. You're not gonna be shaking your booty. You're probably not gonna listen to it at the gym. You know, it's one of those where it's like kind of thing. So
it's a very vibe specific.
Yep.
Sound. Got it. Okay. My number 6 is, let me just make sure that it's the right one. Yeah. Illicit Affairs.
Yeah. Okay. Here we are.
Because you haven't mentioned this one either, right?
I have not mentioned Illicit Affairs yet.
No. Okay. This one has always kind of been in towards the top half, and it's always kind of stayed there. Yeah. Now, talk about an Eras Tour version that just like knocks out of the park. Like that one.
I need it on Spotify.
I really do. And it's like, I found some YouTube version where somebody like took the recorded version, and then once it got to that bridge part, they took her vocals and like morphed it into there. And like, it doesn't sound great because like there's a big echo and whatever, but like sometimes you just got to scream it out. And like if I'm in the car, I'm screaming the fucking bridge. Like I'm not, and that's another instance where I feel like the background vocals, you can kind of hear her doing the higher part, but it's so low that I feel like she was almost maybe, and now I'm just projecting, but I feel like she was almost maybe like afraid to put those belting vocals more forward, because maybe she was like, well, I don't know if it sounds good or whatever, because I know sometimes like, even like when I record stuff now, I'm obviously not Taylor Swift, but when I record stuff, sometimes like if I'm a bit like insecure about the way a vocal sounds, I'll kind of bury it down. So maybe she was doing that, and then maybe for the Eras Tour, she's like, I gotta give it a punch, and then she just went for it, and like it sounded incredible.
It was so good, and it's like a little bit angrier. Like when I was listening to it in the album version, I was like, wow, it's like it doesn't hit as hard now that you've heard the Eras Tour version, because it's like I want to hear the little part where she goes like, don't. Like the extra emphasis on don't like, I want to hear that, and you don't really get it in the album version, but it's still such a good song. Even the album
it's
version
just so good. And like, talk about like vocals, like there's something so restraint about the delivery that almost makes it even more intriguing, and because of the subject matter, like it makes sense that like, again, talk about dropping you in, like make sure nobody sees you leave, hood over your head, keep your eyes down. Like, these are such, and it's almost like what you were saying. I can't remember another line you said, but it was like, you're like, it's such a simple line. I might have been the password line, or there was something that we were talking about previously where it's like, it's such a simple line that, but you know exactly what she's talking about.
Totally. Yeah.
And so right away, you know exactly where you are, the situation, the relationship between the two. Like, it's so good.
I like the little part in her vocals where she like does the like goes up just as in like a whisper, where she'll be like, that you left out just for him. And then it like goes up. It's like, again, like just like playing with those like little melodies that make sense within the song is like so interesting, because she could have just said that you left out just for him, but instead she like goes,
kept it the same.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's just like a little boost, and I'm like, it's so cool. I just like, it scratches an itch where I'm like, yes, it needed that at the end, you know, at the end of the sentence to kind of go up. I'm like, I love it. Yeah.
And even like when she says down, most people would go down. And then she does the opposite. She goes up to hit that. Yeah,
keep your head down.
It's a very interesting choice. What's great about this album is that you can, well, any of her albums really, is that like you don't really need to know exactly who she's singing about, because you can kind of just put your own perspective in it.
Totally.
But knowing possibly like when you connect it then to like later albums, and like there is a level of like, I know it's lore, but like
there's lore,
sometimes it adds to it. Like it does kind of make it even just that little extra bit more interesting. But again, you don't need to do that to enjoy her music, because she's a storyteller, but it's just cool. I don't know. Yeah. I like the song. I like it in the context of her discography. It's kind of an outlier, but like it just, I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah. And like same, like I try to listen to songs just like from the perspective of the songwriting, but I mean, we've been fans for a long time, and so you're kind of like just in the lore anyway, and you'll hear something and you'll be like, okay, well, I know. I think I know what that's about. But yeah, Illicit Affairs is kind of like a bold one, not gonna lie. Like when I heard it for the first time, I was like, I know she did the whole like folklore is completely made up. It's like fictional and like the characters within it, but it's
yeah.
Okay, girl.
But like, I don't gotta add nothing to that. That look, that said everything, you know?
We're like, right. Yeah, totally okay. Here we go. Top 5.
Ooh, yeah, this is big.
This is big. This is the moment where everything comes together. I wonder if anyone watching has been able to like guess. Okay, my number 5 is Mirrorball.
Nice.
Yeah, I love Mirrorball. I actually find that I listen to it maybe even sometimes more than my top 4, because it's like a bit of an easier listen. Yeah. But I adore Mirrorball so much. It's such a like in-depth look. Like it really is quite vulnerable. Even if it's disguised by like it's whimsy too, in a way. Like the melodies of it are very whimsy.
Yeah, for sure.
But the lyrics are very like reflective, like very self-aware kind of thing. Yeah. And I feel like if people relate to Mirrorball, they relate to Mirrorball. They're like, you know, you hear it and you're like, yeah.
The ones that get it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And actually, when I was listening to it again, I was like, it kind of, not lyrically or anything, but gave me so high school vibes. Just the opening, because it comes in and it's like, I want you to know, and so high school is like, I feel so high school. Yeah. I was like, I feel like those two songs are not like very lyrically together, but like the openings are very similar.
Interesting. Okay, I never made that connection, but I completely get what you're saying. Yeah.
And I feel like Mirrorball, production wise, could also be like, because I feel like So High School is very like rom-com, late 90s early 2000s type vibe, and I feel like the production on Mirrorball gives me the same vibe. Like it's very interesting that way. But like I just need a Mirrorball moment, you know. Sit down with Mirrorball for a minute or two. Yeah. And then I don't leave feeling too depressed. Like I can't just be like, it's not like Exile where it's like, well, that was depressing.
My number 5 is This Is Me Trying.
All right. I'm so sorry.
No, because you know what? I feel like that song is one that like, it's not a super, I can understand all the reasons that you gave. I understood. It's like, I understand it's not, and it's what's weird about this one is that it kind of falls into the same trap of the lower ones that I ranked, where I said it kind of just stays in the same motion throughout. Yeah. But there's something with this one, and I think this is where the Long Pond Studio version really like elevated it for me, because there's something in the way that her voice is so, because in the recorded version there's something with her voice where it's very like reverbed or like echoey, where you almost feel like you're like, it feels very like nighttime, you're kind of like driving around, like it's very hazy. But then in the Long Pond Studio version, her voice is so clear, and like I feel like you really get what it is that she's trying to emote in the song. So I feel like that elevated it for me. But there's just something about like, there's just so many great like one-liners, like pouring out my heart to a stranger, but I didn't pour the whiskey. They told me all of my cages were mental, so I got wasted like all my potential. Like just great. And like the whole thing about like,
so ahead of the curve became a sphere. Insane. Yeah.
And like your flashback on a film reel in the one screen in my town, like it just, you have this feeling of like almost like a 'tis the damn season type thing where it's like this small town vibe. You're kind of stuck there. You want to be somewhere else, but you don't really know how to get there. So you kind of just like in this Groundhog Day situation where everything's kind of the same. I don't know. There's something like very interesting about it that like I kind of love that it's not a super big song, but yet I feel like the message of it is a big message.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I know. I loved it. I had it so high up when I first like heard the album. That's why I'm like, it's just so good. Like listening to the song, you can feel yourself taking steps forward and then falling back. And there's the one part where she says like, at least I'm trying, but her vocals fade at the end of trying. It's just like, so like, you're like, it's like you're exasperated, you know, or whatever. Like you're just trying to get the words out.
And you're so exhausted.
You're so exhausted. You're just like, at least I'm trying. And it's like, oh, that's fucking gut wrenching, man. Like,
it's painful. Yeah.
And like the Long Pond studio sessions where she says like especially people who are struggling with addiction or depression or any kind of mental health thing, like they don't get a pat on the back. Like I can't remember exactly what she says. I'm paraphrasing, but like they don't get a pat on the back every day because they made it through another day. They just have to go through.
Have
they
to
just
do
like
it.
you have to. That's the struggle that they're dealing with every day, and people don't always give them their props for like making it through. And I remember hearing that and being like, well, now I love this song more. Yeah, you're so right. It did like go. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. It's such a good one. Like I said, that wound line, it does live in my head rent free, to be fair. What do you mean feel like an open wound? It's so like almost visceral. Like you can feel it. Like you just go, like you shake a little bit and you're like, ugh.
And I feel like that's something that everyone's been to a certain degree. I feel like any person can relate to that feeling. So like even if I know in the broader picture she's talking about like addiction and like depression and all that, but that one specific line, I feel like anyone can feel that way. You've been in a situation, a social situation where you probably don't want to be there. You're not mentally ready to be there. Some bullshit just happened before you got in. Now you have to put on a fake smile and pretend. And then it's like, and now you're like, I'm at this party and all I want to do is like get the fuck out, or I want to leave, or I want to cry. And it's like, but I can't. So it's such again, that thing of such a simple line where, but yet it has such a strong punch to it. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it's like anyone can feel that. Yeah, totally. My number 4 is Hoax.
Nice. Oh, very high. I love that. No, I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Fair, I guess because I hadn't heard you say it yet. Okay, now you speak on it. I want to hear, because I gave my reason. I want to hear like all your like reasons as to why you love it.
But I think like the same. Like lyrically, I feel like Hoax is kind of insane. Like you can just like sit and be like, wow, what the hell is she like writing about? Like I feel like it is, like you said, it's far down and like it's after Peace, or is it before Peace? It's like after Peace. It's the last song. That's right. As an album closer, it's like not. But I don't know. I always go back to Hoax. I feel like lyrically it's probably one of her strongest. Like your faithless love's the only hoax I believe in is devastating. It's so devastating. Like I stand on the cliffside. Yeah, that's what I wrote too. I'm like, standing on the cliffside yelling give me a reason is such a like visual moment that you can see, but it's like also metaphorically just like through so many situations in your life. Like just give me a reason to try. Like give me a reason to go on. Like at this point it's like, you know, it's like kind of depresso espresso, but like it's so good. And I literally wrote like every single lyric. I feel like it's a lyric heavy one for me for Hoax. Like I said, a lot of people rank it kind of low, and I'm like, just listen to her again. And if you just give her a moment, she'll come to you. Hoax will come to you. Unfortunately, I'll throw on Hoax in the morning. I'll start my day with Hoax. I'm like, girl, we can't be doing this. Like sometimes I have to gentle parent myself. I'm like, hey, we can't start the day with Hoax. Like we have to try. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So my number 4 is August.
Yay. I love.
What's there to say? I mean, it's a great song. All the same reasons that you said. Like it's so good. It wasn't a really high one, honestly, when it first came out, which is weird because like I feel like that's the one that everyone gravitates towards because
Yeah.
it's almost like the most like pop sounding
Yeah.
song on the record.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a really popular one, and maybe that's a reason why at first I wasn't. I was like, no, I'm different. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't.
I felt that way with Cardigan. And then I realized, I'm like, girl, Cardigan's f***ing awesome.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes, and I think like with the Eras tour, like just seeing the performance of it, like, and I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't see it in person, but like just seeing the I don't know, it's such a, it has, like you said, whimsical, it's breezy, it's like,
Yeah.
and every August you're gonna listen to it and you're gonna play it, you're gonna drive with your windows down, you're gonna be
Yeah.
on a beach, you're gonna be somewhere, and you're just gonna be, it's a good song, it's a good song
Yeah.
to play,
Yeah.
and the melodies, everything, it's just all the same stuff that you said. I think
Yeah.
it's just I listen to it, like that's probably one of the ones that I really gravitate towards. Like I'll just throw it on randomly out of the context of the record. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
great
the
song.
replayability of August is high. Like, you can listen to her all the time.
Yeah.
And it really does feel like it slips away. Like, I like the way she says that too. Like, sometimes where it's like August slips away and you can, the vocal kind of slips a little bit. Like, I like little parts in that where
Yeah.
August is like, it's very beautiful. Yeah. August is a good one. Okay. My 3 is Illicit Affairs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's literally for like all the reasons that we talked about. Like you said, it's just like, it was different. Like sometimes I'd like, the first time I heard it, I remember being like, oh wow. I don't know if I'd have to go back and look at what my ranking was, but I feel like it's always been quite high on my ranking. But like we said, just like the story of it, the little like vocal influxes are so kind of addicting almost.
Yeah.
And yeah, I listen to Illicit Affairs a lot, but I will say, I know we already said, but I said it again, like I need the Eras Tour version. I need the little bit of anger in the like, don't call me kid. I just need it to punch a little bit more.
Yeah.
And like, I never thought about it until she performed it live. So to be fair, it's kind of her fault for giving us
Yeah,
that.
I don't really know why she never, because she did for Reputation. Why didn't, and for other albums too. I don't know why she didn't release like a recorded audio thing to put on streaming for the Eras tour.
I want
an
the
album. I
entire
don't know.
Eras Tour live, actually.
I don't know, Taylor.
Yeah, come on.
Taylor Nation, come
we'll pay
on.
for it. Like,
Get your shit together.
fine.
My number 3 is 7.
I'm so excited. Okay, tell me all about 7.
Okay, so 7, to me, I think is like vocally one of her best songs.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like she does these big like belting though. Like obviously you can, if you want to, you know, one where she's belting, okay, show someone like Don't Blame Me or things like that, right? But it's like, if I want to show someone just like the lyrics and the vocals of this song, I think are so beautiful that like this is one where I'd be like, okay, no, but like listen to this Taylor Swift song. Like I think there's just something so, it's easy to listen to because like there's the catchy part of like the sweet tea in the summer, like that part. And I feel like the production too and the melody works because it's like it does open where you're talking about being 7, and then it's like having that kind of like nursery rhyme like melody, it kind of fits. I don't know, but I just think like, again, it's one of those songs where it like drops you in. Like picture me in the trees at 7, blah blah, and it's like also the thing of like being 7, but also 7 feet. Like it's just such a cool like line, like double meaning for the number. But I just think it's like one of her like most beautiful songs. Like, and I put it on and I'm instantly relaxed and I'm chill and I'm like, because I feel like I naturally run on like not even high energy, but just like I like to like keep busy and like do things to like, you know what I mean? And so that song, like if I put it on, it'll automatically just like calm me down.
Soothes you. It is kind of like a lullaby. Like it kind of soothes you a little bit. The melody itself. It's just I like peering into like so good. Yeah, like the eyes of a 7-year-old is like such an interesting perspective, especially the like, I think your house is haunted, your dad is always mad, and that must be why. It's like so devastating to like think about, but it is the only way that like a 7-year-old could probably make that make sense. You know what I mean? And like struggling through something like that is like, it's just so beautiful. And vocally, I agree what you said. Vocally, I do think that's probably one of her strongest vocally because, like I said, the melody is so easy to fuck up. You're sitting on that E vowel, like the sharp E, and it's like...
it's not an open... That's a closed vowel sound to hold for that long period of time, right?
And like to go into... Yeah, it's like a little scary, to be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, she like doesn't make it sound squeaky because it'd be easy to like make it sound too tight and squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, no, I got this melody actually on lockdown.
All right, top two.
We're
I'm
gonna
trying to remember
talk
now
to-
the ones that you haven't mentioned yet. Oh, okay. I think, okay. You say your number two. I think I...
Okay, my number two is Peace.
Oh my God, I forgot. I was not thinking about that one. I forgot about Peace. I forgot that you didn't mention Peace yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
It's so funny because, like, I unfortunately do listen to Peace a lot, even though it's like the least peaceful song, like probably like purposefully, right? But I feel like I remember her saying somewhere that when she heard the instrumental, it like brought a sense of calm and peace to her, and I was like, well, it can't be the finished instrumental then, because that constant like is like not very peaceful.
It's not very relaxing, though.
But I do love the like the other part of it. I'm like, yeah, it does. You do kind of fall into like a peaceful place with it going, aside from the like constant in the back. So it's like you're never really peaceful in the song. Purposefully, lyrically, it's not very peaceful, and it's like really sad and kind of honestly like depressing. Again, espresso, these top five to be fair, but it does. I like the kind of like difference in that, I guess. And yeah. Can you hear me? I'm like, I feel like I lost you.
I can't hear. Do I need to be putting my recording headphones on to finish this out? Try saying something?
Hello.
No. Even
No.
this doesn't work. Even my fucking... But now you're really slow.
And I can hear
Can you hear that?
I can hear me being really slow. I sound really deep. Literally audio. We have 2 more songs to make it through, okay? Just bear with us.
Yeah, like Taylor's trying to stop us. I don't know why. We're being nice. I don't know what she's trying to...
I know, like,
I don't know what hex she's trying to put on us.
We're literally praising only now. We have nothing nothing to say. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
don't even know
Okay,
where we
so-
No, I was gonna say that like I can't necessarily relate to like being so famous, that like my love life is so hard, but I feel like when I put it into the context of like other scenarios of like someone who's like, even back to This Is Me Trying, like someone who's like going through depression, or who's someone who might be an addict, or just like is having a hard time in life, it's like just the constant like, would it be enough if like this is what you get when it comes to me, kind of thing. I love Peace. I love the like, all these people think love's for show, but I'd die for you in secret is like so sweet.
I know.
There's like a lot of really good lyrics in Peace, but definitely I feel like I love the fact that it just doesn't feel peaceful to listen to, but then it oddly does in a way as well.
That works though really well with the subject of it and with the themes of it, right? Because it's like this whole feeling of anxiety of like being like you can't really give that person that peace, but you want to, and so it's like, again, like the juxtaposition, like we were talking about in other songs as well, and how it's like, it definitely fits that feeling well, and how you were saying with that like din 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 din, that's not a relaxing or peaceful sound, but it's almost like she in the whole song is trying to find that peace.
The like do 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 comes in, and that's like very peaceful.
Yes.
But there's always this underlying like do 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 do. It's just always there, and even it gets a little lost in the song sometimes, and you're like you kind of forget it's there, but then it's like the rain is always gonna come. Comes back, unfortunately. And it comes back up, and you're like, wow. Can't even think of what 2 you haven't said yet. So I'm excited.
Well, now I know you're number 1 now. But that's fine. I can say 2 and then we'll do number 1.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is Mirror Ball.
Yeah.
What's there to say about it that hasn't already been said? It's just a great song. It was one that kind of was lower in the beginning in my ranking when I first heard it, just because I felt like I didn't fully, I don't know. Now I look back and I'm like, it's a really easy song to like understand, but I feel like when I first heard it, I don't know, something with the production, I felt like it was very like washed out, but now I feel like it lends itself in such a great way, the fact that it sounds like that, and like it has that kind of like glittery sound in the beginning, which makes you think of like a disco ball or a mirror ball, and like I don't know, I just have this vision of someone just standing in the middle of like a dance floor, and like all these people are dancing around, but there's a spotlight just on you, and you're just standing there, and like the ball's spinning. I don't know, just it gives like a cool visual. Also, I feel like there's a link which I feel like I've mentioned to you when we've talked with Mirror Ball and like Dear Reader. I feel like there's a link there. I feel like you can also throw Antihero in there as well.
Yeah.
Like, but just with like a lot of like sort of self like analyzing.
Yeah.
But there's something with Mirror Ball and Dear Reader that I feel like Mirror Ball is like the stage like performance version of Taylor, and then Dear Reader is like after the show, you're a couple drinks in, you're at home, you can't sleep, and you're just like, I don't know, I feel like they're two sides of the same coin, but like in different ways.
100% agree. Yeah,
and
that's
Dear
such
Reader
a good...
is another song that I love Dear Reader. Like it's
I know,
so
I
good.
love that you're also a same. I'm a Dear Reader. I'm excited to get to Midnights actually, because I
Yeah.
feel like we talk about a few songs on Midnights, but like not as a whole often. But Dear Reader always comes up. I'm like, that's one where I'm like, I feel like people rank low, and I'm like, you have to give her a chance. You have to actually listen to her again.
You have to dissect it. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah. But that is like such an interesting, like the self-reflection. You're right. Mirror Ball is like kind of like outward almost, and then like Dear Reader's very like
It's just, I think it's such an important song in Taylor's discography, and I feel like that's also why it was the first surprise song that she did of the Eras tour. Like I think she really likes it a lot, and like it's just, I don't know, I feel like it says a lot about her, and I just love it.
You know what's interesting about Mirror Ball is that we were talking earlier about like how Folklore has its 2020 moments where you're like, I don't want to be brought back there, but like in Mirror Ball she says like I'm still on that trapeze or whatever, like everyone else is kind of like off, but I'm still here like trying to get you looking at me, trying to get you laughing at me, which feels very 2020, like can be related to 2020 in a way where everyone's like fucking not doing anything. But I feel like it doesn't sit in that time. Like that part of Mirror Ball is like you said, it ages well where you can put it kind of in any type of scenario in that way. It doesn't sit firmly in 2020 the way that like maybe Epiphany does or like something like that. Yeah. And it does have a very visual, like Mirror Ball is a very visual thing. And I think a lot of people like Mirror Ball. I think that like, yeah, it's a good one. It's easy to listen to too. Like it's kind of fun. Yeah. Oh, Mirror Ball. Okay.
All right, you're number one.
Okay, my number one is My Tears Ricochet.
Yeah. I've got to be honest. You hid, aside from My Tears Ricochet, but like Peace, you hid your reaction so well that like I was not expecting it to be as high as it was. So then when you said it, I was like, she didn't even, I'm like, she held that poker face really well. That's like...
With My Tears Ricochet though, there was no chance. I instantly went...
My Tears Ricochet.
Yeah, that was I was like, girl, you gotta bring it back. But that's fine. I actually understand. I do understand why My Tears Ricochet probably isn't like up there for people, but I genuinely think that My Tears Ricochet might be my favorite Taylor song overall. But then I'm like, is it? Because I feel like now obviously we have newer music, and I feel like there's some songs that kind of come into that space and kind of try and knock her out. But like whenever someone's like, well, what's your favorite Taylor song, the first thing that pops into my head is My Tears Ricochet, like always.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Which is interesting because it's not like Folklore, shocker, or like, I guess like spoiler alert, isn't my favorite album.
Yeah.
It's not like super low or anything, but it's like not my favorite. But like, I think this might be my favorite song. I don't know. I feel like it's genuine perfection to me. I do like, because you kind of mentioned like how it doesn't really, like it just kind of sits in that same spot, and I agree. I think I like the eeriness of it. Like I really like good eerie songs, and like the kind of eerie vocals at the beginning are so good. I think it's like perfect storytelling. I think that regardless, people can like relate to it in some way, some scenario, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously the bridge is like insane. And I feel like one of my favorite lines is like, I didn't have it in myself to go with Grace. And I'm like, you're right, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what? Grace. Actually, you don't deserve it. But
Yeah,
every time
sometimes
I
you
hear
can't.
her sing that line, I'm like, yeah, yeah. Why do we always have to go so graceful? I don't want
Yeah.
to this time. You know, it just, yeah. I genuinely feel like it's like one of the strongest in her discography. I think it's like, obviously the line "I can go anywhere I want, just not home" is like devastating on so
Yeah.
many levels. And then the Eras tour, I was like very excited to see it at the Eras tour because I like how they're like walking and it's eerie and they've
With
got
the
their
hoods
eyes
up and stuff.
closed and
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, maybe I'm just like an eerie person, but I don't like it's like a little gothic, you know. But yeah, I think My Tears Ricochet. I will have to see when we get into like Evermore, Torture Post Department, and on if I feel like any other song. But every time I think of my favorite song, I'm like, I think it's My Tears Ricochet. I think I always come back to it, and I'll never skip it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my ride or die.
I do like how how she says, like, using the thing of like calling all of her previous work stolen lullabies. I think that's such like an interesting way to like put that, because nobody would really think to
Yeah.
say that. But instead of just saying
Yeah.
like, oh, my stolen music, it's like my
Yeah.
lullabies, like my like these were things that were sacred, like these were
Yeah.
a lot of the things too she wrote when she was like a lot younger, right? So it's
Totally.
like, I don't know, I think that's such a creative way
Yeah.
to say like my stolen music. Yeah.
Totally. And
Like
the
I
way
said.
that when she says lullabies, it fades out because they're
Yes.
stolen. Like she can't even really finish the word because it just
Oh, yeah.
fizzles out.
Yeah.
Like just love.
Yeah. I mean, look, all of your reasons and your explanations, like they're so valid. Like I get it. I get it.
I love like I think that people probably always go to the lyrics of like if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Like the like back and forth in that little part of the song is so good. I feel like I always go there. I'm like, yeah, if you wear the same jewels that I gave you as you bury me. Like every single line is just like I'm gasping. I'm like, are you seriously writing
Yeah.
this right now? Like,
Yeah.
that's my number
Yeah.
one.
Also, what you were saying about like the lyrics in it, like if you think about it, the amount of songs of hers, and we've said it multiple times throughout this whole ranking, like she will hide these like random like gut punching lyrics that they're just like throwaway lyrics. Like it's not
Yeah.
even like the hook or the main
Yeah.
thing. And it's like, I don't know, like the amount of songwriters, I know there's so many in the world, but like if we're talking about like main artists and songwriters, whatever, that would kill to have even just that one line in one of their songs, and she's just like throwing these out like it's nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy. I don't know. She's
Hidden. Yeah. And she's always
just
done
such a
it.
good
Like
songwriter.
definitely
Yeah.
Folklore changed up her style of songwriting, but like you can point to like ones in Red, ones in like her earlier works where she does the same thing, just like lines where you're like
even like Dear John, that is like one sucker punch line after another, and it's like you're just like tossing these out like it's nothing, and
Yeah.
meanwhile it's like this is devastating. Like it's
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Okay, but it's crazy because I can't even think of what you haven't said yet. Wait, give me a second.
Okay.
Oh wait. Is it the one?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
the
God.
one. When you had it like lower, I was like,
But, to
but
be
obviously
fair,
that's
I
how
was
you
like,
felt
I
with My
love it.
Tears Ricochet too, right? And it's
That
like
was that was a shocking display of emotions on my part. But that's so fun. Okay, tell me about the one.
Okay, so I think there's a few reasons for it. So I think the biggest one was that I just like, I remember having such a positive reaction to it when I first heard it, that like it's always kind of just stuck with me, like just like ding ding, and then the little like ding, like the drum beat sounds like it's skipping.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a really like, it was such a big departure, like we've said a few times, from like Lover and all of that. And like
Yeah.
I feel like with Lover I was kind of venturing off a little bit from like not as like standing as hard.
Yeah.
And then with Folklore I was like, okay, we're back. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is what, because like if I go to Taylor, I want like storytelling, I want like, that's what I go to her for. And so for this I was like, okay, this really like brought me back. And there's something about the one, like you were saying, where it's like you're reminiscing about something and it's not necessarily that you're sad about it.
Yeah.
You're grateful that it happened, but you're kind of just like, wouldn't it have been nice? And it's like you're spending that time just kind of like thinking about something from your past, but you're just not sad about
Yeah.
it. But it's like you're kind of just I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
There's
chill.
something with it. It's
I
chill.
agree.
There's something with it that like I can throw this song on in any mood, and it's just like it just fits. Now the one isn't like my favorite Taylor Swift song, but it's
Yeah.
definitely, I would say, in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Of like,
I love that.
and
Yeah.
it's definitely just the one that I listen to the most. Like that one and Mirrorball are the two that if I'm grabbing a song from Folklore, it's usually always the one.
Wow, I love that. We did good. We had a few that were drastically different, but not a lot,
Yeah.
to be
Not
fair.
yeah, it wasn't that different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that at least our top two were both
Yeah.
different. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I feel like I have always appreciated Folklore. Okay, Folklore stands, please don't come for me. But I feel like doing this and listening to it front to back was like, it did give me a new appreciation for it. I haven't,
I
like
agree.
you said, haven't like listened to it like that in so
Yeah.
long that it's like, oh wow. I see why people go back to it, honestly.
Yeah.
There's like little things you can catch along the way and different like perspectives of things. I feel like honestly, I feel this way about all of her albums. Like, I don't really get sick of an album. Like, I'm not really
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the lasting power for a lot of her music just kind of stays. But I understand this one. I understand why it's like high up for people.
I feel like it's also just like a really like, I don't want to say cool album because that's not the right word, but it's almost like something that I feel like anyone can listen to and just appreciate that it's a good album.
Yeah.
Like I would kind of rank it similar to like okay, if we're talking like Lana Del Rey, like her Norman fucking Rockwell album,
Yeah.
it's like that's just like a really strong album. So it's like and like even though I love that album, I don't like, it's always kind of in the top, but it's not my number one.
Yeah.
Whereas for a lot of people, like this is their number one. So similar with me, like Folklore for me is a bit more middle ground if I were
Yeah.
to rank it. But I can like, objectively see that it is a very like, it's almost a perfect album, like front
Yeah.
to back, you can listen to it. And same with you. Like I definitely found a newfound appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Listening to it again in full, because it's been a while for me too that I've
Yeah.
done that with this album specifically.
Oh my God, should we spin for our next one?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Can you see it?
Amazing. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. We have to take, what did we just do? We have to take Folklore out. Do I know how to do that? I assume just that. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, before we do it, should we each say what we hope the next one is?
Yeah.
That could be
And
fun.
we are keeping Torture Poets Department as the whole thing, right? We're not splitting it up.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna. Sorry to everyone.
Okay.
It'll just be a really long video. Okay, what do you
All right.
hope is next?
Let's go with, I'm going to go with earlier. Let's go Speak Now.
Okay. Oh, now I kind of hope it's Speak Now. I was gonna say Midnights only because I do feel like we only talk about a couple songs and then I don't know. I guess it's more of like a personal thing. I'm like, I don't know what the rest of
rest.
your ranking. And Midnights
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
very interesting one. So I'm like, Midnights. But if I have to go earlier, Speak Now.
You don't have
'Cause
to.
I
You
feel
can
like
say Midnights.
I'm gonna say Midnights.
All right.
I feel like Red is gonna be my hardest. I feel like we might need a month to like prepare for that one. To
Yeah.
be honest. But okay, ready, set. Are you fucking kidding me? 1989, you couldn't hold on.
Do you want to spin it again?
No. No, I feel like Red was like, here I am. Let's go.
I mean, I love Red, so
I
for
do
me,
too.
like,
Okay.
yeah, Red's my number one, so this should be.
Oh yeah, but I feel like we talk about Red a bit more often, so I think I know a few of your top 5 probably.
Yeah.
And you probably know a couple of mine, but I don't know what you would rank at like the bottom, so I think it'll be fun. Okay, Red. She wants Red Deluxe. I can do this. What should we say to end it? I guess make sure you subscribe to Matthew and me.
Yeah.
But this will go up, I guess, on Matthew's channel. We don't know if we're swapping. I think we're swapping. We don't know what we're doing. We just really wanted to talk about Taylor Swift. And so here we are.
So here we
talking
are.
about Taylor Swift.
Hope you guys enjoy. Don't hate us. Remember that all of our
Yeah.
opinions are just our opinions. You have your own too, which is amazing. Put in your ranking. Or if you don't want to do your whole ranking, put in your top 5 in the comments. Let us know. Talking about music
No.
is really
Put in your
just
full
like
ranking. I want to go through and no, just kidding.
Darcie said it. Put in your whole ranking, or else don't comment at all. Just put in your whole ranking and that's it. Yeah, talking about music is fun, and everyone should be able to share their opinions and just have fun with it. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. This was a strong one to start off with just because I feel like there's a lot of heavy opinions, and again, if you're mean to me, I will cry. So don't do that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Okay, well, we'll see you all for Red in 6 months when I've finally determined what my ranking is. We're going to do all the albums. We just don't have a timeline. You're just going to have to chill along at our own pace.
Yeah.
Matthew's booked and busy, and so...
So just enjoy.
Enjoy.
See ya.
Yeah, I guess.